Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I'm Tracey.
Carol.
And we are by
Hi.
Outlander Purgatory.
Purgatory.
And our world just got a little bit bigger today.
Oh, my God.
Actually, it didn't get twice as big. It got 3 times as big. Because with one fell swoop, we've cast 2 characters in the TV show.
I was like 3 times as big. What? Do you know something I don't?
Yeah, no. It's 3 times, really, because we now have a Frank and a Jack.
Oh.
Same guy.
Good point. I'm not thinking.
Same guy. So what do we? Well, first of all, let's have a little toast to our new actor. I don't think we toasted our old actor either, did we?
That was at like 4:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah. So it was, it wasn't quite 5:00 yet, but now it's later than that, so we're good to go. So.
Right.
To Sam and to
Tobias
Menzies. Schlante. We never know how to say that. We're sorry. So Tobias. He is from Game of Thrones. That's where I know him from. He plays Edmure. I don't know. Is it Edmure Stark or Edmure Tully? No, it's Edmure Tully.
It's Tully
because it's Catelyn's brother.
And P.S. I think everybody knows all this stuff already, so we don't really need to go into too much detail about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we're informing many people. I think pretty much everybody was informed today, all day.
Well, now when did the news didn't break till like later in the afternoon, because this is like a couple of really crazy weeks for me at work. So I do leave my little Twitter windows open in the background just to see, like, if I suddenly look at that and I'm like, 50 tweets? Oh, something must be up. And I just happened to catch it today that Diana actually tweeted it before she was leaving for wherever she was going. She was like, yes, he's been cast. And then things just blew up. But I think it was after lunch at some point, like 2-ish, 3-ish, something like that.
Yeah, well, I was sitting in Surf Taco with the kids. Like,
oh, I know, I texted you.
Waiting for my chicken enchilada when I got the text. And then Hildy was texting me, too, from the Book Bosses. The Book Bosses on Facebook and the bookbosses.blogspot.com.
Mm-hmm. They had it as well.
Yes.
I had a hard deadline today. So in the midst of like trying to get out all the stuff I'm trying to get out, I'm like, throwing some tweets out like, we breaking news. So I know that he's from Game of Thrones. That's all I know. Like, I seriously have barely had time to even IMDb him and just take a look. So
first of all, I get Tracey's tweet. I'm gonna go through the range of emotion.
I should get my phone and show the tweets or show the text.
You have to understand that the latest thing I have seen him in is Game of Thrones, and I hate him on that show, which means he's an awesome actor because you're supposed to hate him because he's a little weasel.
He's just douchey on that show. He's just douchey. Ed Muir is douchey. I want to marry the Frango. Why can't I be the leader? Why can't I be the king of that? Okay, sorry.
Is she finished?
Yeah, finished.
Okay. I posted about him at the end of the Red Wedding episode.
By the way, let me interject. There's going to be a game of spoilers. If you haven't seen it, just go somewhere else.
Okay, Game of Thrones spoilers.
I don't even want to hear about it. There's going to be Game of Thrones spoilers.
We should actually make a video where we we should make a second video where we make ourselves silent during all the spoilers.
Well, we actually made a Game of Thrones video that we have not put up yet. And maybe this is the tie-in to do it. Ooh, because maybe we talk about him in that video.
What did I say?
Oh my God.
I'm like that guy on Saturday Night Live.
I'm totally putting that up.
I don't know what I said about him, but here's the deal. So at the end, we got to step it up. Yeah. So at the end of that episode, I have a blog at mypurgatory.com where I just blog about TV and books and film and blah, blah, blah. So I blogged about that episode, and I was kind of harsh because I can't stand his character. But so I'm sitting there today waiting for the enchilada, finding this out. Somebody said to me, I posted again later on Facebook on My Outlander Purgatory, which, P.S., if you hear us say MOP, it stands for My Outlander Purgatory. Apparently, Diana Galadone just learned that this week, too.
Oh, girl.
MOP is My
Outlander. Clean the house? What?
Yeah. So at some point, I'll have to go into the reason for Purgatory. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I'm sitting there, and I've got my iPhone, And I'm like, and Facebook sometimes is tough with your iPhone to share and stuff like that. And somebody said on Facebook later when I was on my computer, what, don't you have a smartphone? And I was like, yeah,
Facebook sucks on an iPhone. It sucks. It's slow as molasses.
Zuckerberg, it sucks. So, and I'm like, you know what else? I'm with my kids. Like, I don't want to be that ass of a parent who's sitting there with their kids, like, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, look, they have Connect 4 in the restaurant. I'm like, oh yeah, you got one there. So anyway, first I was like, oh no. I have to be honest. I was expecting a dashing Frank Randall. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was expecting someone super dashing and, as Tracey says, brandy on the veranda.
Yeah.
So my first thought was, oh my God, yeah, that Tully guy on Game of Thrones. Actually, knowing me, my first thought was, what is his name? Because I don't know anybody's name on Game of Thrones. So then I'm kind of processing. I get home, I get on the computer, and I start Googling. And next thing you know, I find this video from Rome. I am a massive Rome fan. To me, Rome started it all. Rome, if you have not watched Rome, and P.S., this is going to have Rome spoilers too. If you have not watched Rome, you have zero idea what you're missing. Go back, rent it. I'm sorry, because I got to turn my computer up. So rent Rome. If you're a TV series fan, if you haven't watched it, you have no idea. You really need to rent it. So I start thinking about his character in Rome. I just call him Brutus. Oh my God.
So his character in Rome is Brutus? Oh.
It's Marcus Junius Brutus, if I'm saying that correctly. But he was just Brutus. We all know Brutus. Et tu, Brute? I mean, you know, everyone knows Brutus. But the thing is that when the show starts, like, the bottom line is that he's a good guy. Like, and he was a kid. I mean, I don't know how old he was during Rome, but I thought of him as a kid.
How
He's late 30s. I think he was 1974. So he's probably like 38, 39.
Okay, so, that's interesting.
Okay, don't let me lose you. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, oh my God, when he was in Rome, like, I just loved him. He was such a good guy. He was such a good character. And when he turned, you just felt for him. You felt bad for the guy because you knew he had so much going on in his head and blah, blah, blah. But the long story short is, what?
Nothing. You just keep on. I'm listening to you, really.
So the bottom line is Tobias Menzies, amazing actor, because you're talking about in Rome, he's so good and so bad at the same time. Okay, then you have him in Game of Thrones just being a complete weaselly Frank Randall weaselly douchey ass. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but spoiler alert: the scene with the arrows where he could not hit the boat was just the greatest.
I forgot about that scene.
Oh my God.
I totally forgot about that scene.
So awesome. So then somebody posts later and reminds me that he was in Persuasion. And I'm like, oh my God, I saw that. So I need to go back and watch that again because I really, honest to God, like I don't really remember too much about it. So anyway, long story short.
Now, he's in he's in a James Bond movie.
Okay, and again, we don't need to go through all the IMDb list. But the line is, let me finish what I'm saying, please. I went from to, oh yeah, I am sold, absolutely sold. And once again, if you have any question whatsoever, go back and watch Rome, and watch Game of Thrones.
Where's the all right? So you put a video on Facebook. Because again, he's kind of reminding me, actually, this IMDb, you always talk about, oh no, this isn't who you talk about, but this IMDb photo.
If you say what I think you're going to say, I'm going to freak out because I've been thinking it all day. What?
Okay, he sort of looks like this guy, but it's not this guy. They're the same guy to me. This picture of him on IMDb looks like Joseph Gordon-Levitt in 10 years.
No,
but
wrong.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, to me, is the same guy as the guy that you want for...
Ian.
Yes. They're like the same guy. Don't ask me why. What the hell is his name? Joseph Mazzello, or...
I'm
the little
pulling
boy
him up.
from Jurassic Park grew
Joseph.
up to be young Edie.
He was he was Dustin Moskovitz in Social Network. But what I love him in was The Pacific. He played Eugene in The Pacific, and he was amazing. He's my wee Ian. He's been my wee Ian since the second wee Ian was introduced. And I was thinking about him all day because I was like, there's something similar about him and Tobias Menzies. I don't know what it is. It's about their acting style. And that's Tracey, I can't believe you didn't watch Rome and you just picked up on that, because in Rome, it's his character in Rome, or it's his acting style in Rome compared with Joseph Mazzello in like The Pacific or something.
It's very much Joseph Gordon-Levitt in 10 years.
Who I love.
Okay, now I'm looking at this sort of like on IMDb. It's photo 4 out of 5, and it's like him in a Navy uniform. Very Frank-esque. Ain't gonna lie. Very Frank-esque. I can see it. I can see it. Very kind of like
stiff back through persuasion.
Buttoned up, like, maybe a little persnickety. No, I can see this. I can see this. And again, okay.
Does he have pretty hands?
Okay. Here's what I want you to do, and here's what I want all of you to do. Go onto his IMDb page, right?
Yep.
And there's like photos there. Go to photo 4 first.
On it,
and he's like in a Navy uniform.
That's very Blackjack Randall. No, in photo 4, he's shooting a gun.
No. Oh, then maybe they're not in the right order. But like, go to the Navy uniform first, and that's Frankish. Then the shooting a gun one. For me, it's 5 right now. That is totally
Blackjack Randall.
Can you see it, Carol?
Hmm?
Oh my God, I can totally.
I just said, you can hear the words.
You can hear that. They're like, when he's just, oh my God, when he's just, like, Jamie's just giving him the gun, right? In Outlander, like, that's not really loaded. And he's like, oh, I thought whatever the hell he says. And then he pulls the trigger and there's no bullets or there's no, like, powder or whatever. And Jamie's like, duh, if it was loaded, I would have shot you myself, dumbass.
Yep.
That's exactly.
Tracey, we're going to see if this works. Okay? Is the sound up?
Your sound?
Is your sound up?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you getting background noise from me because the TV's on in the other room?
I was before, but I'm not anymore.
TV.
Okay. All right, meanwhile, I'm going to look and see if I can find this video that Carol's talking about. Because she's saying that she put something on Facebook.
Okay, you ready for this? Listen, Tracey.
Yes.
Listen.
Uh-huh.
I see us from 300 feet up, through the eyes of the buzzard we had watched earlier, soaring, circling, and dipping in the tumult of currents. 5 men running silently towards the center of a 100-acre field. I approached from the southeast with the wind at my back. About 200 yards to my left, 2 men ran side by side. They were farm laborers who had been repairing the fence along the field's southern edge where it skirts the road.
What is this?
The same distance beyond them was the motorist, John Logan, who...
I got it from Facebook. From YouTube. To the point where I'm like, is this
an audiobook?
All it is pictures of him in different things with this audio. And I'm assuming that's him, like, speaking, because it's perfection. I don't even know.
No, that was a little more Frank than Jack to me.
Right.
It's a little more, like, clipped as Frank.
Seeing as he is playing Frank, I think that's good.
Is this is this on the Facebook page? Because I'm about to turn that on now.
Yes, and I'm realizing now, 5 hours later, I said, just listen to him. I'm assuming they wouldn't put audio.
From 300 feet
that first
up,
picture's not so good.
through the eyes of the buzzard we had watched earlier, soaring, circling, and dipping in the...
But yeah, I'm convinced. Those IMDb photos, you guys go on IMDb and look at those photos. Those are the 2. The Navy uniform is Frank. The gun is totally BJR. Totally. Yeah, I'm on board. I'm on board with this.
Tracey.
What?
Just Google him and look at the pictures.
Oh, I didn't even do Google Image yet. Oh, good one. Let's see. Let's see, images. I have to tell you that, like, his name, to me, he's very, like, he's very Sweeney Todd, because there's a character named Tobias in Sweeney Todd. And I just want to break into a song called Nothing's Gonna Harm You. And if you're musical people, you'll know why I want to do that, because it gets some to Tobias. Never mind.
Oh, I need to translate this. I am on a page.
Nothing's gonna harm you. He's the 4th person that comes up on Google Images when you type in Tobias Menzies. Born in 1974. So he is, I can tell you how old he is, based on my age, which I'm not going to tell you, but he's 39. Do that math real fast. Ooh, and his birthday is March 7th and mine is April 6th, so we're all close and stuff. Yeah, whatever.
Reaching.
Okay. All right. Wait. All right. Let me go back to the Google Images. Hold on here. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. All right. I have to show you a couple. Just all the ones from Rome are awesome. But he was younger then. I mean, Rome was, oh God, how long ago was Rome? 10 years ago?
You know what? Okay, here's my assessment. He's very different than what
Tracey's making an assessment. Listen up.
This is the Tracey assessment. He's very different than what I had in my head. And I'm not one that, like, has an image in my head as I'm reading anyway. Never had an image of Jamie. Sort of had a Kate Winslet-y image of Claire, but, like...
Emma Samms.
No. Very, very, very few. I'm trying to think in terms of Outlander if there's... Joe Costa has always been Meryl Streep. That's one. But very few other people, like, are really in my head as any specific characters. But that said, like, I think when I first saw him, I was like, not what I had in mind, but I totally get it. I'm sold. I totally get it now.
He's
like,
not a guy...
It's working for me.
If you're going to pull up, I think I said this on Facebook today. If you're going to pull up pictures and just look at stills, you're going to be, and you've never seen him in anything, you're going to be like, what?
Right. And the other thing is, I think in a lot of these pictures, he's got this sort of like Caesar-esque hair going on.
Oh, that's wrong.
Like the whole like pushed off to the front stuff.
Yes.
Like, ooh, there's a drawing here. Are you still on Google Images?
Yes.
There's like a black and white drawing all the way to the left in the like, oh no, like 10th row or something. Maybe 12th row. And that's very like, hi, I sketched Frank the other day. And here he is. Do you see it?
Oh, that's Creepfest Amundo.
Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
But I think it's very Frank.
It's very cool. Whoever drew that is very talented.
Yeah. All right. So, and then catty corner from that is a nice, hottie shot of him like coming out of some lake.
We have to
Jesus
start
looking and shit.
I apologize to everybody watching this who's like, could you maybe show us what you're looking at? Because we don't know
we're gonna
how.
like figure this out, you guys. We totally have to get on the Google Hangout because the Skype Hangout sucks.
Skype used to let you do all kinds of stuff, and
like, you can share your screen on Skype and whatnot. But, okay, so anyway, we're not going to go on and on and on and on here. It's just we're on board. We're good.
We're in.
Seal of approval to Tobias.
You know what?
Nothing's going to harm you, not while we're around, as they say in Sweeney Todd to Tobias.
It wasn't what we were expecting. Wasn't what we were expecting, but we still love it.
But we like it.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good.
We're good to go with this. So, okay. So, when do you think we'll get a Claire?
God, I fear where I'm going to be when we get a Claire.
Okay, here's okay.
I'm breaking church.
Planning for their Claireisms. Carol and I will most likely actually be hanging out together in the same room on Saturday.
Oh, we're not going to get a Claire over the weekend.
Well, you never know.
I know. We're not going to get a Claire over the weekend.
Did we get the Jamie on a Thursday as well? No. No,
I don't remember.
On Friday. We got him on Friday last time.
It wasn't
July 5th.
It wasn't the It was
July
weekend.
5th. The birthday present for third sister Jill. Yeah, it was July 5th. So I guess they're releasing like one a month. But I think they're going to have to get the Claire going like soon.
Well, I think they have to be doing chemistry reads at this point, don't you think? I mean, if they're starting in September and they're not already doing chemistry reads with Sam and the possible Claires, we're in trouble.
Well, see, here's the thing, but we've speculated this in chat. Like, is it already a done deal? I don't think so. I think, he was on location for like a month. So he just got back. So if he's now just reading with Claire's, that'll happen fairly quickly, I think. But I don't know whether they had that set up before he went on location or whether they're just getting it down to the nitty gritty now.
Okay, wait, I have a question.
What?
Was somebody joking yesterday when I read somewhere that some woman was arrested, like on his driveway for trespassing?
Oh.
I'm assuming it was a big joke, but they were like, oh yeah, and she had a plaid tablecloth and she was waving it and saying, put this on and call me Sasa.
No.
I mean, we don't need to get into I don't want to get into any of the stuff that's been, as usual, be excellent to each other. Hang on, talking. Be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. That's my attitude when it comes to all this Outlander. There's room for every single Outlander site. No one needs to be nasty.
We're not talking about that.
We can all get along.
We're not talking about that, though. We're talking about stalking.
And no one should stalk because it's creepy.
It is kind of creepy. Here's the thing. I think that poor Sam Heughan has had the weight of this...
No G.
Heughan?
Yes.
Heughan.
Don't say the G.
Like Heughan?
Yeah. Heughan.
I don't know. Heughan. Heughan. Are you sure?
Yes. Like Ewan McGregor, Heughan.
All right. Sounds good. Just like it's Jamie Fraser.
I'll never be able to say that.
I know, really. See, here we have the show called Frasier, and we're so used to Frasier, and that it's really hard to say Jamie Fraser. But anywho, Sam Heughan has had the weight of this whole Outlanderverse.
Your audio's off.
Say what?
Okay, it's back. Your audio was off for a minute.
Okay. I'll try again. Sam Heughan has had the weight of the entire Outlanderverse resting on his manly little shoulders for a month and a half now.
I wasn't going to say shoulders, but okay.
Okay. So I think that if nothing else, this announcement sort of takes the heat off of him a little bit.
Heck yeah. He's doing the happy dance.
If you're watching this, it's gonna be a very interesting couple of weeks right now because you're gonna get a lot of we're not it's all in good fun, but it everyone's really excited. That's the thing. Even Diana said this on CompuServe. She's like, I cut people slack because people have been looking forward to this for so long and people are so excited, and all of the enthusiasm might be a little bit overwhelming to the people who it's being directed toward.
Right.
But, it's all in good fun. It's because people are just so really excited. But I think that having now two people at which to throw the Outlander lurve is going to be helpful, I think, to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
And then once Claire comes around, we're going to get a Claire, we're going to get a Murtaugh, we're going to get all of the rest of the posse. We're gonna
I'm just thinking they got Jacob in there for Edward. Now they got to find Bella. Because as much as I joke, that is what this feeding frenzy is. It's exactly like that cray-cray Twilight nonsense that went on for years, where these people, unfortunately, are going to find people camping in their front yard. That's unfortunately comes with the territory.
And I can't even imagine what that's like. I can't even imagine what it's like.
Good security systems. That's all I have to say.
I can't even imagine what it's like, though, to go from just from being a guy with a job, guy with some acting jobs, whatever, to all of a sudden your Twitter, you woke up and it's like, oh look, I have 10,462 Twitter notifications.
Rob Pattinson syndrome.
I know it's crazy. So
You know that right now Rob Pattinson is somewhere in his underwear, like out on his deck, like with people not even caring, going, "This is awesome."
No, Rob Pattinson is like filming Dior ads right now because I just saw it on People.com. He is really. But
What
anyway, like.
Oh, P.S.
I'm at the point.
Wait.
Yeah, who's interrupting who now?
Sorry, quick tangent. We have to, you and I, at some point, discuss the possible Midnight Sun. Continue.
Oh, I know, really. Oh my god. Oh, that's next week too. That whatever that announcement is.
13th or something?
Yeah,
Oh.
we digress.
All right,
sorry. You know, I do. I feel for these guys. You know, and that's why I try like not. I don't want to like be like tweet or whatever.
Yeah, no.
But
we announce it. I fangirl for a few minutes over it, and then I'm done, and we move on.
Yeah. No, totally agree. But so we're 2 for 2, 3 for 3. If you, I don't even know how 2.5 for 3, whatever. And we're happy. We're good. It's good. We're good. I
We're
guess
3 for 2.
It means that I don't know what it means for Edmure on Game of Thrones. There was a whole bunch of book spoilers that I will not spoil the book. Mostly because I haven't read it yet, but we're not really sure what happened to him at the Red Wedding.
Do we even care? No.
Well, no, I care.
I'm sorry, but that whole like, oh, my bride, look at these gross women. Oh, look, I got a good one.
Yeah, well, whatever.
See, now before he was cast as Blackjack and Frank, I would have ripped into him big time. But now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're happy. It's good. We're very happy. So we've got our Claire to go. I'm feeling next week.
Somebody said to me the other day, how about leg hair?
That's not going to be, that's a very, in the first book, well.
What is about to come out of your mouth? Don't even tell me it won't be awesome to find out who.
Oh, it will be,
leg
but I
hair.
don't think, that's not going to be our, okay, for those of you who haven't been in chat with us, and by the way, chat lately is like rocking and rolling.
I know, but let me go back to what I was saying.
What?
Leg hair / lahair / Leary, whatever you want to call her. I can't wait. And I really wish it would be, and her name is escaping me, from Game of Thrones. And she used to be Anne Boleyn in The Tudors.
Oh, no way.
Oh my God, she's young.
She's young. Her though. She's like the star of Game of Thrones.
But my point
Might
is,
as well have Khaleesi.
okay, here comes another spoiler. Maybe Jeffrey, whatever his name is, will kill her off.
I don't know.
He'll beat her to death in episode 1.
I love her. I love her on Game of Thrones. I don't want her to go anywhere.
But seriously, don't you think she would?
Plus, she wouldn't take Lahair. That's too small.
Oh my
role
God,
now.
not the point. I'm just saying she would be awesome. Awesome.
I don't think so. I think she'd be better as Gillis, quite frankly.
She's not old enough.
Well, Gillis is not that old in the first book. Gillis is like couple years older than Claire, maybe.
I guess, but how are they going to cast her?
I don't know. All I know is Lahair is not that significant of a role. I mean, it's just you're not. Trust me, you're not going to get Marjorie from Game of Thrones. I do remember what I was going to say before I was interrupted. Chat is bursting at the seams lately.
Yeah, y'all should come to chat.
So yes, so we've coined a phrase at chat. We figure, that this series is going to be like Game of Thrones and, True Blood and whatever, in that it's going to have one famous person in a role somewhere just to kind of bring it some more publicity, although, because they're really hurting for publicity right now, right? But we've coined a phrase for this person. It is token famous guy. Or TFG. So you could also have it be token famous gal, I suppose, if you were thinking it was going to be a woman famous person. But there's going to be one famous person. So the TFG, we've decided it's not Tobias, because while he's well known, and I think he's more well known in the UK circles than he is here.
Oh, heck yeah, absolutely.
He doesn't quite meet the qualifications of the TFG. So we're still looking for the TFG. Don't think it's going to be Claire, but you never know. You never know.
I don't think it would be Claire. Murtaugh, maybe.
I think Murtaugh is a good shot. I
want Robert Carlyle.
is a good shot. But we'll see. That is to be determined. But yes, come to chat on Monday nights at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just go to myatlandapurgatory.com, hit the Purgatory chat button, and come talk to us about the TFG and all of the casting and all the various other things like that. All right, should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else to do, and, it's 10 or 11 and time to go to bed. So, we're good. We have 2 rolls down, 3 rolls down.
Do you have a favorite for Claire?
In my head, or in like who I really think would be?
Yeah, like casting. Who, if you could have your pick, who would it be?
I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I still want like a young Kate Winslet. I want Kate Winslet from like a little bit older than Sense and Sensibility. Maybe Titanic Kate Winslet. I don't know. She's not even that old.
All of Philadelphia society will be there.
Yeah. No. So that's kind of been it in my head, but I don't think we're getting Kate Winslet.
No.
All right. Let's wrap it up. So we will report
just in case
back.
anyone's wondering. I like Haley Atwell. It'll never happen because she was already.
I hear a lot of people liking Haley Atwell. I don't know who she is really.
She was in Pillars of the Earth on Stars, so Stars knows her, but. I mean, not that she's not known. Hello. She was in Captain America.
Didn't see it.
She was in Captain America.
Didn't see it.
Tracey. Did you see
it.
Thor?
No.
Did you see the Avengers?
No.
I
haven't seen a movie. I can't even tell you the last time I saw a movie.
Tracey, these are feel-good movies. You need to go.
I can't even tell you the last time I saw a movie.
She was in Captain America. She was awesome. But Pillars of the Earth, I loved her. There is no king, there is no queen, there is no law in this land.
I think that given the number of people that say that, like, mention her name, she's probably too big for that role.
Well, she's not a
and will
TFG.
she do nudity?
She's not a TFG. Oh, she'll do nudity.
All right.
She's done nudity. She was in Pillars of the Earth with Eddie Redmayne.
Maybe. I don't know.
How about Murtaugh? Robert Carlyle.
I like that. I think that's a good suggestion. I really like that. And I think he's just at the right level for a TFG. I do think that he's on that other show. And he's probably contracted to that other show.
Yeah, well...
And it's one thing for Tobias to be doing both Game of Thrones and Outlander because they're on the same, like, UK islands. But, yeah, the whole, like, jumping across the Atlantic is not going to work.
Oh,
He's
no.
on Once Upon a Time. If Robert Carlyle's on Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, but see, now I don't want to give spoilers away either, but I question whether or not he could be... I question. I think it's a possibility.
And also, even for... I mean, when you think about it, Blackjack Randall is a great part, but it's not a huge part in Outlander. I mean, you've got the little Frank thing, and then you've got, like, you know, a bunch of scenes scattered throughout, more towards the, you know, 2/3 of the way through. But there are long stretches of Outlander where Randall's not even seen.
Could Dougray Scott be our TFG? Playing
yes,
Google?
I would say he constitutes TFG.
Please, gods of casting, please bring in Dougray Scott, please.
I would say that he would suit my definition of a TFG. Robert Carlyle would suit my definition of a TFG.
Yeah, who else?
What
other Scots do we have?
I don't know. It would probably need to be a Scot. It could possibly be a Brit. And I'm going to even go there because, you know, Peter Dinklage was my TFG with Game of Thrones. Although, that's a good question. And I don't want to, like, really get off track here, but, like, did other people know who Peter Dinklage was when Game of Thrones started? I mean, I knew him from The Station Agent because I love that movie. And from maybe a couple other movies.
Is that the one where he acquires the train station?
Yes.
Love that movie.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was like, oh, I know that
guy.
guy.
And I'm going to say it, Elf.
Well, I mean, yes, I've never seen that movie. But
oh, my God.
The other TFG... Game of Thrones had a couple. Game of Thrones had Sean Bean, too. And Sean Bean was the perfect TFG because he was in, 9 episodes. That was it.
Sean Bean. Is he too old to play Dougal?
No, I don't think so personally. I don't know that he would do that part after doing Ned Stark. But maybe he would.
For all of 2 minutes.
What? And Ned Stark for 2 minutes? No, I mean they're like it's the same genre and the same sort of part in the same genre. I just don't.
Once your head,
I were advising his career.
once your head has been on a stick, you're gonna do. I was gonna say you're gonna do anything, but that's not true.
So I don't think so. But hey, if they cast Sean Bean as Dougal, who am I to complain? I'd be happy as clam and khakis.
Oh my god, this might be a good post. Token famous guy, go.
TFG. I told you should post the TFG.
Yeah, I think you did.
You should totally.
Tracy, I am so ADD right now about all of this. It goes in one ear and out the other. There's too much going on. I'm overwhelmed. Like, you got to remind me of this stuff.
I did. I was texting you during chat. I was like, TFG, post, go, blog, blog.
Case in point. During chat, there's so much coming at you in chat that forget about it. Like, I just reminded myself. I didn't even remember that you suggested that. So there you go. In one ear, out the other.
All right.
Okay, so let's wrap it up.
I'm down to almost the bottom. I'm sure you're done. So...
Oops.
All right. So,
unfortunately, that's the end of the bottle too.
Maybe we'll do something on Saturday. We're gonna be hanging out Saturday, so maybe we'll like do a little video or whatever. And when they get Claire, we'll do another one. It's all good.
And we'll call it Skunks Are Us.
Carol, I don't like skunks. Do you? Although I do need to color my hair, so like maybe I am resembling a skunk a little bit, like around here. That's why, like, I put the laptop up or down a little bit so that my skunk roots wouldn't be showing.
Oh, I hear ya. You do whatever you have to. I got a little too light 2 weeks ago, and then I went on vacation in the sun, so I'm Cruella de Vil pretty much too.
Maybe skunk sucks. Okay, all right. So we'll see everyone the next time. And
you'll be seeing us as soon as Claire or whomever is cast.
Okay.
This is becoming a habit.
Regular. Okay, so cheers, and we'll see you soon. Wait. I need to like turn us off. Okay. Okay. Bye.